Some scary moments for people living in the city's West End. Emergency crews were called to Dominion Street between Ellis and Sargent around the noon hour yesterday for reports of a gas leak in the area. Dominion Street was shut down and about 50 homes were evacuated as crews worked to fix a ruptured gas line.
They're doing some construction on Dominion, some road repairs, and I guess one of the excavators struck a 4-inch gas distribution pipe, and of course it's releasing pressure at about 60 pounds per square inch of gas.
The pipe was repaired and Dominion Street was reopened around 1:30. No one was injured. Two 14-year-old boys are charged with burning down the RCMP community office in St. Teresa Point on Sunday. Damage to RCMP assets is pegged at $20,000. The damage to the building is still being worked out but is considered a total loss. The boys appear in a Winnipeg court tomorrow. They're charged with break-and-enter and arson. The competition tribunal says it's up to Ottawa to decide whether merchants can impose surcharges on customers using premium credit cards. The tribunal has rejected a complaint by the Federal Competition Bureau that argued fees for certain cards are too high and rules set by MasterCard and Visa are too restrictive. In its decision, the tribunal says regulatory change is the only solution to concerns about anti-competitive behavior by credit card companies. The royal baby is now at home with his parents after making his very first public appearance.
There's the baby, the new royal heir in the United Kingdom.
The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge showed off their new son outside St. Mary's Hospital in central London yesterday. Prince William and his wife Kate spent a few moments talking to reporters who were camped outside the hospital for days, some even weeks. William says his son has a good pair of lungs and also apologized that it took longer than expected for him to arrive.
I'll remind him of his tardiness when he's a bit older, because I know how long you've all been sat out here, so hopefully the hospital and you guys can all go back to normal now and we can look after him.
Afterwards, William carried the baby out of the hospital in a car seat and put him in the back of the SUV before driving his family to Kensington Palace. The couple is still working on a name. Back in Canada, the Royal Canadian Artillery fired a 21-gun salute in Ottawa in honor of the royal baby, and Ottawa Mayor Jim Watson was the first to sign a book of congratulations at City Hall. The City of Ottawa is sending a small gift to the newest heir to the throne, a stuffed toy moose in a Mountie outfit. Greg Sillinger and the rest of Canada's premiers will begin arriving in Niagara-on-the-Lake, Ontario today, one day ahead of their semi-annual summit. For the first time, there will be 6 female premiers at the summit, the most in history. Include Quebec Premier Pauline Marois and Ontario Premier Kathleen Wynne, who both came into power in the last 12 months. The premiers are expected to talk about issues ranging from health care and Senate reform to skills training and affordable housing. The summit takes place tomorrow. There have been more delays to the reopening of the Forks Riverwalk. Crews were out last week cleaning off the trail and had it pretty much ready to go, but officials say the water has come up over the past few days and is lapping at the walkway. If the water level recedes, the walkway could still open this week. And that's the news for 7 o'clock. More local news at 7:30. Now we'll check back in with Jenna.